This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so yeah, so till now we saw how to create the enterprise structure in the material management, right? Okay, so now we will see how to do the assignment. So in our previous session, we have discussed about the overview of the assignments. So now let us see how to assign the company code to a company. Like whatever the company codes you have created, you are going to assign all the company codes to a respective company. And after that, we will see how to assign the plans to a company code. So whatever the plans we have created, we are going to assign all the plans to a respective company code. For suppose if you take India company code, under the India company code, we are going to have plans at Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai, something like that, right? So all the plans can be able to assign to a single company code. Okay. So now let us see how to do that. Let me log in into the SAP. Okay. Now go to SPRO and then click on the IMG. Now go to the enterprise structure, assignment. Now under the financial accounting, now see here there is a assign company code to company, right? So now click on this, and now whatever the company codes you have created, okay, all those company codes need to be assigned to a single company. For suppose this 000, I mean this 3110 and then 1111. So these two are the company codes that I have created. Okay. So whatever the company codes I have created, I am going to assign those company codes to a single company. Okay. So likewise, in the real time also, we are going to assign all the company codes, whatever we have created, to a single company. Okay. Now click on the continue button. So that's it. So like this, we are going to assign the company code to a company. Similarly, whatever the plans we have created, we are going to assign those plans to a single company code, right? So for that, the navigation is the same navigation, but here you need to go under this logistics general. Under this logistics general, you need to click on the assign plan to company code. Once you go inside that, someone has locked this. Let me unlock. And I think yesterday, I mean, maybe you'll be getting these kind of issues while you are doing practice. Okay, so let me tell you how to resolve that. I think Dinesh, yesterday you got this issue, right? So let me show you how to do that. So here we can go to sample, I think. Yeah, sample. Okay. Yes, YAML. So I mean, this is a T code where we can be able to go and then delete the address entries where we got this kind of issues here. Now, once you have entered the respective ID and then select this and then click on the delete button, click on yes. Now come back and then go to here. Now come back and then click on this assign plan to company code. See, now here we can be able to go for the new entries. Okay. So likewise, if any of the conflict, I mean, like for suppose if any of the transaction is logged by some other user, we can use this sample and then we can be able to delete those entries. Even in the real time also, even for suppose if you are working in a project, okay. So at that point of time, if you are getting this kind of log issues and all, the thing is first you need to contact that respective person. Okay, you need to contact that. We need to contact that respective user ID if he is using that transaction, so we need to wait for a while, or else we can just delete that respective thing. Okay. Yeah. So now see here, So whatever the plans I have created, I am going to enter those plans and all. Okay. So in the meanwhile, let me create some new plans so that it will be easy for us to enter. The T code to create a plant is OX10, right? Go there, OX10. Uh, this person is using all the T codes. Let me create some new plants. AB10. Okay, so now come back and then come back to our screen. Go to the new entries, enter your plant code. My plant code is AV10, and then another plant is AV11. Okay, now enter the company code. My company code is 1000 and 1000. Okay, now click on the save button. Just a minute, guys. Okay. So yeah, so what are the plans we have created? Okay, we are going to assign those plans to a respective company code. Okay, so in the real time, the client will be letting you know what are the plans that we have created. So what are, I mean, like for which company code we are going to assign which plan. So this information and all, the client will let us know. Okay, until and unless we get anything from the client, we are not going to assign the enterprise structure in the material management. So whatever the things we are going to do in the real time, that is completely depend upon your client requirement. Okay, so now come back, and the next important assignment, that is a assignment of storage location. So as I said, are we going to assign the storage location to a plant or not? See, we are not going to assign the storage location to a plant. This is the most important interview question. We are not going to assign the storage location to a plant. Why? Because when we are trying to create the storage location, okay, at that time itself, we have entered a plant code. Okay, so it means that then and there itself we have assigned the storage location to the respective plant. So there is no need to assign the storage location to a plant again. Okay, so for that is the reason we are not going to assign the storage location to a plant in the SAP. Even though if you want to assign, there is no navigation and there is no T code for that. Okay, so at the time of interview, we are going to tell like at the time of creation of storage location itself, we told the system that for this particular plant only we are going to create the storage location. So there itself the assignment of storage location to a plant is completed. So we are not going to assign the storage location to a plant again in the SAP. Okay, and the next one is a purchasing organization. So when we are going to assign the purchasing organization to a company code, and when we are going to assign the purchasing organization to a plant. See, if you assign the purchasing organization to a plant, it is called as a plant specific purchasing organization. If you assign the purchasing organization to a company code, it is called as a company specific purchasing organization. Okay, but when we are going to assign to what means, let me tell you an example. For suppose, let us take India company code. Okay, you have assigned a purchasing organization to a India company code. Now under the India company code, we are going to have plants at Hyderabad, and then Mumbai, and then Delhi. So something like this, we are going to have the plants at India company code. Okay. Now under each and every plant, there will be n number of materials. It means n means some huge number of materials will be there under each and every plant. So each plant will be taken care of n number of materials. Now, when you assign the purchasing organization to a India company code, what is going to happen is all the materials procurement activities are going to be taken care by this single purchasing organization, which is not going to be possible in the real time. In the real time, a single purchasing organization cannot be able to take care of procurement activities for all these materials under these plants. So for that is the reason what SAP suggests us is to assign the purchasing organization at a plant level. Okay, we are going to assign individual purchasing organizations to the respective plant so that purchasing organizations can be able to take care of those many materials under a plant. Okay, so like this, we are going to assign the purchasing organization to a plant and then company code. But here you may get doubt like when we are going to assign the purchasing organization to a company code. For suppose if there are limited number of plants under the company code and that to limited number of materials under each plant. So at that point of time, we are going to assign the purchasing organization to a company code. But in the rest of all the ways, we are going to assign the purchasing organization to a plant. Even in the real time also, 99% we are going to assign the purchasing organization to a plant only, not to the company code. Okay. Any doubts until now?
No, sir, fine.
Okay. Rekha, Shankar, Mamata, do you guys have it?
Okay. Clear.
Sir, okay, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay. So yeah, now we will see how to assign the purchasing organization to a company code and also to a plant. And as I said, if you assign the purchasing organization to a company code, so then it is called as a company specific purchasing organization. If you assign the purchasing organization to a plant, it is called as a plant specific purchasing organization. Okay. So now see here. So now you need to go to the navigation, that is materials management, and here if you click on this assign purchasing organization to a company code, we can be able to assign the purchasing organization to a company code. Okay. For suppose if you click on this assign purchasing organization to a plant, so then we can be able to assign the purchasing organization to a respective plant. Okay. So first let us see here how to assign the purchasing organization to a company code. Okay. So now here you can go to the position and then you can enter the respective purchasing organization. Right? Yeah, sorry. So here, whatever the purchasing organization, okay. So whatever the purchasing organization that the client has told you to assign to which company code, so that purchasing organization we are going to enter here. Okay. So for suppose if you have created some 10 or 15 purchasing organizations, so at that point of time the client will let you know for which purchasing organization we are going to assign to which company code. Okay. Now for suppose this I mean this 199 is my purchasing organization, so which I am going to assign it to the company code, that is 1000. Okay. So when I assign this purchasing organization to this company code, so then this purchasing organization will be called as a company specific purchasing organization. It is very simple. So here we are taking some random data, but in the real time, whatever the client has asked you to enter, we just need to know the navigation, and then we just need to know like where we need to enter the data. But what data do we need to assign, that and all the client will let you know. We don't need to worry about that. Okay. So now click on the save button and then click on the continue. So like this, we are going to assign the purchasing organization to a company code. Okay. So now let us see how to assign the purchasing organization to a plant. So for that, you need to go to this assign purchasing organization to a plant. Inside that, you can go to the new entries. Now enter the purchasing organization. Let me create some purchasing organizations at first. The T code is Y08. So let me create some purchasing organizations here. As you can see, only this ID is the mandatory one. Even the description also, it is not a mandatory. I am creating some bulk purchasing organizations. Why? Because I need it for the next topic. Okay. Now click on the save button. Now click on the continue. Okay. So now come back. So let us go to the navigation part. So here Go to the new entries. Now enter the purchasing organization. So AB10 is my purchasing organization, and then 1000 is my plant. So when I assign the purchasing organization to a plant, so then it will become a plant specific purchasing organization. Okay. So like this, we are going to assign the purchasing organizations to a plant and also to the company code. Okay. And the next topic is types of purchasing organizations. There are three types of purchasing organizations. One is standard, or this is not a standard, this is normal or regular. Normal or regular. Second one is standard. Okay. Third one is preference. So now what are the meanings of these purchasing organizations we are going to have in the real time? See, regular purchasing organization means the purchasing organization which is taking care of the normal procurement activities. What is the meaning of normal procurement activities? Normal procurement activities means if you are not having the raw material, and then if you are getting that raw material from the outside people vendor, that is called as a normal procurement process. And that process, it is going to be taken care by this regular purchasing organization. What is the meaning of the standard purchasing organization? A purchasing organization which is taking care of the special procurement activities. What is the meaning of special procurement activities? Special procurement activities are divided into, let me tell you that. These are divided into subcontracting, okay, consignment, pipeline, services, and then STO. STO means stock transport order. Okay, so these are the types of special procurement process we are going to have in the real time. Now, what is subcontracting, what is consignment? So these and all we will discuss in our future topics. Okay, but as of now, these are the types we are going to have in the special procurement process, and the purchasing organization which is taking care of this special procurement process, it is called as a standard purchasing organization. Now, what is the meaning of the reference purchasing organization? Reference purchasing organization means, see, in general, what is the purchasing organization that is going to do is they will go to the vendor location and then they will discuss about the prices of those materials, and then they will bargain about the terms and conditions, everything. Okay. It is difficult for the purchasing organization at each and every time to go to the vendors and then discuss about these prices of the materials. So for that, we are going to have a reference purchasing organization. What these people will do is they will go to the, they will go to all the vendors in the market, and then they will bargain about the prices and also the terms and conditions with respect to all the materials what the vendors are sending. Okay. So yeah, so that purchasing organization is called as a reference purchasing organization. They are going to note down all the details. Okay, they are going to bargain for all the materials price and all, and then they will maintain those prices list in some particular document. So whenever the remaining purchasing organizations want to go to the vendor and get the details, instead of going to the vendor and then wasting the time, they can come to this reference purchasing organization, and then they can be able to get the details from the reference purchasing organization. Okay, so that is what the reference purchasing organization is about. Now coming to this assignment, so here we can see, right, assign standard purchasing organization to a plant. If you click on this standard purchasing organization to a plant, and then here these are the plant details. Okay, for suppose if 1019 is the plant which is taking care of the special procurement process. If I assign a purchasing organization to this plant, so then this purchasing organization will be called as a standard purchasing organization. Now click on the save button. So like this, we are going to assign the standard purchasing organization. Okay. So which purchasing organization do we need to take it as a standard? So that also it will going to be set by the clients. Okay. Now come back. Now coming to the reference purchasing organization. See, actually we are not going to create any reference purchasing organization in the SAP. Whatever the purchasing organizations that we have created earlier according to the client requirement, in those purchasing organizations, the client will ask you the client will send you to take one purchasing organization as a reference. Okay, whatever the client has told us, we are going to take that purchasing organization as a reference purchasing organization, and then we are going to assign remaining purchasing organizations to the reference. And one more thing, it is not like we are going to assign all the purchasing organizations to a reference. Whatever for which purchasing organizations that the client is giving permission to take the details, so that purchasing organization only we need to take, and then we need to assign it to the reference. So now go to the assign purchasing organization to a reference purchasing organization. So here go to the new entries. Now enter a reference. I'm going to take this AV17 as my reference purchasing organization, and then I'm going to enter whatever the purchasing organization that the client has told me to assign it to the reference. Now come back. Now again click on new entries. Now enter. The reference will be the same, okay, but the remaining purchasing organizations what we are going to assign, those will get differ. Why? Because the client will be asking to assign only few purchasing organizations to this reference. Okay. So now come back and then go there again. Okay, now see here, AV10 was assigned to AV17. Okay, AV12, AV14, AV16, all these purchasing organizations were assigned to a single purchasing organization, that is AV17, which is the reference. Okay, so like this, we are going to assign the purchasing organizations to a reference purchasing organization. Okay. So in that way, we are going to do the assignment. So with this, we have completed our assignments. And our next topic in the material management, that is going to be the master data. Okay. Any doubts in today's session?
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yeah, please.
Sir, either purchase organization is assigned to company code or plant or for both?
That depends upon your client requirement. You can assign it to either plant, or else you are going to assign it to a company code, but not both at a time.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay. Thank you. Fine.
Yeah. Any more doubts apart from that? Hello.
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay. Okay, then we'll meet tomorrow. Yeah, thank you all. Bye.